Hare Krishna. The mind changes the surface we play on. Beware. Suppose a batsman is playing a test match and that batsman is in great form and hitting boundaries and sixes and scoring runs freely on one day. And then that batsman is delighted at one's form and one's performance. And then the next day when that batsman goes to bat, overnight there has been rains and the pitch has changed. And the pitch has changed, the batsman goes to bat and even getting the bat to touch the ball becomes difficult. The ball is moving viciously, hitting the body, and even survival is difficult, what to speak of scoring. If the batsman tries to bat the same way that he was batting the previous day, he will soon get out. He will have to change his strategy because the pitch has changed. Now we all, when we are functioning in our life, when we are performing in our life, our mind is like the inner pitch on which we perform. Sometimes the mind is in a good mood, we feel clear, we feel confident, we feel composed, and whatever it is that we do it very efficiently. We do it productively. We are often brilliant in what we are doing. It may be public speaking, it may be writing, it may be doing some artistic activity, it may be solving a mathematical problem. And the next day when we start the same activity, the mind's mood changes. The mind, the same thing which was so easy to do, so delightful to do, next day it becomes, it feels like a big burden. It feels, why did I ever get into this? I just want to get it over with. Just, why am I doing this? We start feeling like that. Now when this sort of enormous oscillation of our mood happens, then we start wondering what's going on. So what we need to understand is that actually the mind is like our inner pitch and the pitch can change. Now at least normally cricket batting pitches, they don't change suddenly in a few moments. They may change overnight, they may change over hours. The pitch which is very good for batting on the first day may be poor for batting on the fifth day. But the mind is our inner pitch which can change within hours, within minutes, within moments also. And that's why we need to be careful. It is not that just because we are feeling in a particular way, we should not think that that is my feeling and I have to act accordingly. We have to definitely adapt our strategy. So when we are feeling clear, composed, confident, at that time we will naturally be able to perform at a high level. At other times when we are feeling lethargic, confused, irritated, at that time it's not that we have to give up. It's not that the batsman, when the pitch is difficult, has to throw away the wicket. The batsman still has to struggle to bat. So like that, when the batsman may be scoring very slowly, sometimes, so some days we will go slowly because the pitch has changed. So Krishna talks about this in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 14th chapter, when it tells, in 14.22, that prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava na dveshti sampravrittani na nivrittani kankshati. He says that actually sometimes we'll feel illuminated, sometimes we'll feel hyperactive, sometimes we'll feel lethargic. Prakasha, pravritti, moha. These are the moods that come into us because of three modes of material nature: sattva guna, rajoguna, tamoguna, goodness, passion and ignorance. But the Bhagavad Gita states that we are beyond these. Udasina vadasinam gunairyo vichalyate gunavartanti ityeva yovatishtati nengate. That we are eternal, we are spiritual, we are beyond the mode. And by remembering our spiritual identity, by staying fixed in our spiritual identity, we can avoid being shaken by the modes. We will feel the effect of the modes, but we won't be swayed, we won't be shattered by the modes. And the best way to do this is when the mind is going up and down, is to connect with the higher reality, Krishna. When we are determined in the mood of devotional service to Krishna, then that intent, Krishna, please give me the strength to serve you. Please help me to overcome the modes. Please let me persist in your service. If we have that determined mood of devotion, then we will be able to persevere through the modes. and we will be able to function. That's what the Bhagavad Gita concludes with 14.26. Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. That one who is fixed in the practice of devotional service, they transcend the modes. So rather than thinking that there is something wrong with us, one day I feel so good, the next day I feel so bad, we should understand that this is just the nature of the mind. And the batsman may be very good, but still batsman may score fluently on one day and score very sluggishly on the next day because the pitch has changed. So like that, when our mental pitch changes, rather than feeling guilty or feeling frustrated, we can just adapt our strategy and continue doing our service. And gradually, by steady performance of our service, we will transcend the modes and we will be able to perform consistently and at quality. Thank you. Hare Krishna.